Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Hey, this shit is fucking great as fuck. The fucking Zero One driver, this is a great fucking toy.
Why?
Alright, I love this shit.
Stop.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm so glad to get back to the
size
cover.
or is it kid size?
I mean, don't they just use the prop toys now in the show at this point?
A lot of the time, yeah, but I know my friend got, I think it was the double driver, and I think it was, like, his was, like, the expensive, big, like, actual...
Oh, the CSM driver. Oh, yeah, no, those are big as fuck and expensive. The complete selection modification. Yeah, no, those are fucking
Oh, okay,
pain.
Was that it?
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Alright, because you just stopped all of a sudden.
Yes,
I was very
exactly.
confused.
Yep. I hope everyone just still keeps talking.
Ooh.
Yeah. I hope.
Why are you having bad connection?
I hope no one just stopped talking at that point. Yes, I know what you're
Well, we thought, oh, okay, that's all he had to say, and then it was just like,
all right.
I guess that
It's
was
a
it.
good thing we're all still recording, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay,
are.
okay, good. Nothing happened.
So.
Nothing. I may or may not have accidentally
Okay.
hit the X on my browser.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
So let's talk about.
Hey.
Well, you want to start? Yeah. Start the episode.
Okay, yeah, hey, so welcome back to our unnamed weekly discussion series about Kamen Rider Saber. A weekly discussion series where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge of tokusatsu and Kamen Rider, am joined every week by my friend William, that's you, William, a person with no knowledge of tokusatsu and Kamen Rider, as we are now joined by our special guest Tariq, who at this point is just is an actual cast member and not a special guest, I guess.
Yeah. I'm taking. It's phase 3 of my great master plan
No.
to just weasel my way in.
No, as we discussed the latest Kamen Rider season, Kamen Rider Saber. Alright, there we go.
No, hold on. What's this about? Like, why is it? Were we at phase 3 of your plan already?
Yes, William, we're now at
this is the
episode
third
5.
episode
Why
I've
is
been
it
in.
a phase
Episode
3
5.
if
My
you're already a
friend
cast
is
member,
the Swordsman of Thunder. There we go. That's the intro.
Yeah. Episode 5. My friend, the Thunder Swordsman.
Yeah.
Also, I have a series of theoretical titles that we can go with. I've just been writing down.
No,
Saber Slam.
No, it's unnamed discussion series.
really what's happening
It's
right now?
unnamed discussion series about Kamen Rider
going
Saber.
on?
All right.
No,
we've
stop.
already
What?
clearly established the name of this series. It's unnamed discussion
All right.
series.
All right, on today's Sentai shitpost.
But why do we? You know what? Fine. Go ahead. Fine. Ignore my question from earlier. Okay.
I'm just gonna
It's
keep
fine.
making random shit.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So
I feel
yeah.
neglected all the time anyway.
So right off the bat with this, I'm just gonna say confirmed. Like we already knew, like it was gonna be some fucking Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, he's his father, and it's like, yeah, 100%. Okay, it wasn't that fucking deep.
Yeah.
What I will again appreciate with this episode is that once again we start with Toma actually doing something literary related by like taking notes and trying to write out and figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out a plot.
Kudos for you.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out the plot. Also, we keep getting introduced to new characters. All right, can we go an episode without introducing?
so many
like this is
characters.
like this guy
Did
literally
we?
walks
Did
out
we
of a
get-
book.
Well, the only new character was Calibur's actual identity.
Oh no, wait, is this the first time we get introduced to the fucking other guy? To the guy?
No, that's the first time. This is what I mean by
What do you
this.
mean?
This is the first time we've been properly introduced to him.
Oh.
He showed up in the episode 3.
Oh, did he?
And he just shows up and like serves them tea, and we're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Oh.
Wait, are we talking about Caliber here?
No, the guy in the overalls.
Yeah, the guy with the...
The guy in... Oh, yeah, the weird guy who just came out of nowhere. He shows up for like two seconds and then goes away.
That does maintenance on the books.
Yeah.
Because, books need maintenance.
Yeah, you know, he needs to write...
he was introduced like 2 episodes ago.
He needs to put in new information,
he literally comes
right? Like how the Earth is flat and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What?
That's
Okay,
gonna attract the wrong kind of attention to this video.
I mean, maybe we'll get more views this way. Maybe that's
I mean, to be fair, with all these books, with all the way that these books work, I'm definitely sure that the book world is flat because it's just an open book. I'm just saying.
That's not technically wrong, I guess.
So far, it's only been flat. I'm just saying. Book World seems pretty flat.
I don't know, man. There's a curve to it. I mean, books have curves. So it's not entirely flat, I'll say.
The bottom of... You know what? I'm not going to try to prove that that this mystical world is flat or not. But anyway.
Oh my god.
So
oh fuck.
So we start the episode, right, with all of them, like, trying to figure out, oh shit, Caliber showed up, that wasn't good. And then it's like, again, even they're like, I don't know why they really why they keep trying to steal his sword, but, fuck it. But the question that we've had forever about the bubbles, apparently they don't fucking know. Which is...
Oh yeah, they're like, oh yeah, what the fuck is that? Guess we're gonna go fucking search what that shit is. Like, yeah, alright, I'm on the case.
Here's my thing about that, and I thought about this, right?
Yeah.
So, in theory, right, best case scenario, benefit of the doubt, the first instance of this ever happening was 15 years ago. There's no way that that's true, because we know that this is supposed to be like 400 years or something, blah, 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 of history that they've been doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Rentaro was the first person to go, let's figure out what's up with these bubbles? Like,
I mean...
It's like classic anime, like story of like, oh, well, the plot doesn't move until the main character got here. Toma showed up, and then we started going, those bubbles are weird.
Yeah, we don't question our existence, alright? We don't question our existence.
To be fair, story-wise, it's like, you don't get to... You want the audience to figure stuff out, so, we'll figure it out with you. We're along for their journey. But, we can have the characters wait 15 years before they start doing anything.
Have just given us exposition.
Yeah, but maybe there's some really important reason, but who knows? I can't exactly judge it until
what do you think these bubbles are going to reveal by the end of this? What is your theory about these bubbles so far? Like, what do you think these bubbles are going to reveal?
They're
the souls of the damned.
They're okay. Well, I was going to say they're children's imagination, or some shit.
No, we can't destroy that. We already did that. We already did children's imagination.
We also already did swords a million fucking times.
Yeah, but this is the first time we had actual swords, though.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. So, I remember you guys telling me there was a guy called Blade, and then they had to specify here it's called Blades, right?
Yeah, but this is Blades plural, not Blade singular.
Okay, yeah, but like what I'm saying is like...
Even though he only has one sword, he only has one sword, he's called Blades plural, but he has one sword.
Okay, no, but like what I'm getting at here is like they didn't have swords before this? Is what I'm hearing?
No, it's like Power Rangers. They've always had swords. They've always had swords and like a gun or whatever, except
they just don't have it as a theme or something like that, right?
I mean, OG Showa era Kamen Rider, the 70s Kamen Rider didn't have it. It was just kicks and punches.
Yeah. They were just themed after bugs.
The minute we got up to, what was it, Agito?
Yeah.
Was it Agito or Kuga that came first?
Kuga.
Kuga. But Kuga, I think, was the first one to have a sword, right?
Did it?
Kuga had a sword, right?
Yeah, because that's when they started going. That's when they started form changing or making form changing a real thing.
Right. So when they shifted to the Heisei era, because again, professor of Japanese studies.
I explained this to William. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It changes with the Emperor.
Right.
So it's normal for them to have swords. We haven't, except for maybe Axel. No, Axel didn't have. He just had his.
He just had a fucking gunblade. He
just had his belt.
He just had a gunblade.
Yeah, but nobody had swords as transformation.
Yeah, wasn't that? No, that was in didn't Kabuto?
Oh wait, that was literally just in Zio, in 01. What am I talking about?
We had Sark, the Scorpion guy in Kabuto.
Yeah. Okay, so point is, I don't know. The point I was making is, we've done swords as transformation devices before. This is the first time it's been all about swords and nothing else, I guess.
I mean, it's swords and books, but
Right.
yeah, okay. I guess I can see. Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess I can see that too, because mainly because this is from what I'm saying, there's a lot of fantasy books. Otherwise, I mean, like that's probably the reason why, to be honest with you.
We'll get to
But
it.
I can't.
It was funny to me that this week's monster was a piranha, which is just a regular fish. And like, Toma still had to go and like look it up in a book of like, oh yeah, piranha. It's like, yeah, dude, we've all heard of a piranha.
I mean,
explanation for the audience. What if there's a Japanese schoolboy who has never heard of what a piranha is, and this is his first time being introduced to? Like,
apparently,
that's no.
I mean, to be fair, can you imagine a 6 or 12-year-old being interested in the fucking local, the local sea life, or I don't know, river life, whatever, however you would say it, in fucking like South America?
Look,
like,
all I gotta say
originate.
is, if this is a kid who doesn't know what a piranha is, I don't know what kind of questions he's got with the gay caricature that is Tasso. Like,
that's uncomfortably true. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Also, we're
that's a different kind of.
Hey, did we finally establish this episode that fucking Buster doesn't know where his kid is?
Oh no, Buster got his kid taken away. CPS actually took it. Like,
I realized. Wait, where's the kid?
Yeah, no. It immediately starts off with the entire arc for Buster being introduced as a parent is him losing his child. That has been the arc. No more kid allowed to be there.
Yeah.
His mom. He told his mom one story about this, and he lost custody that night.
You'd imagine the kid would have told his mom a whole bunch of other stories.
But I guess this is the one story got him get
taken away.
Like the other time, the kid's just been is in moral danger for his life, right? Like that's fine. He doesn't tell his mom about that. But he got kidnapped. That's the time to tell your mom.
Oh, you know what? It's just like he just like during the kidnapping, he just that just happened to be the time when the kid was supposed to be in custody of the mother, and it's like, well, I wonder where my fucking kid's at, and then she finds out, and then it's like, oh, you know what? You're never getting custody of this kid ever again. Yeah, takes away the kid. So God, why are we making such a depressing lore for this guy?
It's not that difficult. He's a very bad father. Anyway, so anyway, so back to the episode, right? So the mechanic guy Tetsuo, shows up, and he's like, "Man, you are not good with this sword." And he puts it in a device, and he puts the book in a device. So they have technology. None of it's been used to identify the bubbles, but okay, fine.
I mean, can you
and he's like, you've barely been using half of your power, and this is why I say that like the putting the 3 books in alone is not like a new form. It's the same colored books, which is again going back to what we said before. It's definitely looking more like an Kamen Rider O's situation, where it's like you need to have 3 of a kind.
Yeah.
To actually get your enhanced form.
Okay.
But clearly, right, what Kento's Kento's whole unsettledness about Caliber is like, immediately we get it. Like there's stuff between him and Caliber. But
yeah, they have the whole. I don't know why they decided to make that a thing, but like they decided to make it a thing where he's just like, he remembers very, very, very specifically about getting his ear touched or something like that.
Yeah, that.
That's
nothing. This might not be the best time to talk about fathers that touch, but
Okay. Alright. No, but wow, I forgot what I was gonna say. No, is it just me, or does the actor's eye, like, it's just something that I really noticed, but the actor's eyes are really like, for Kenta, like, they really pop out during this episode. Like, for some reason, like, during the other episodes you don't notice it, but for this reason, for some reason in this episode it just really pop out to me.
Yeah, they're like light brown.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like they just really fucking pop out.
I don't know. A lot of these actors are very. These are probably some of the most all like, aside from Toma's perpetually changing like wardrobe, they all seem like sort of the most J-pop boy band like actors so far
that we have in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, then again, it's like they want that effect to come back in, don't they?
Yeah.
Man, that's a fucking. I still can't believe that's his thing.
I mean, Buster is he might not be a good father, but I'm sure someone want to call him daddy. So you know.
God, stop it! No. Oh God, what were we fucking talking about before? It got us.
We were talking about Kento being like all weirded out about Caliber, and it's like clearly there's something there, and again they just choose to leave Toma in the dark, and Toma is like pretty sure there was something up about that, but I guess I'm not gonna press it. And then I keep calling him Buster, but I think his name is Ogami.
Yeah, Ogami.
Yeah. Actually gets a chance to like kind of be paternal and like rustles his hair and like gives him a like some kind of bonding stuff, and it's like you are not a good father except for like when you need to just like do something quick and easy and then walk away.
God.
It's just
I would have liked it if they did more of a focus on like the fatherly relationship between those two. That probably would have been a better introduction.
I think that's gonna be expanded on, just because it seems like he's like, I'm sure it was probably something like he was the one that took care of him or watched over him after his father betrayed them.
Yeah,
like an uncle figure or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Which I can totally see, to be honest, because I don't imagine anybody else there being able to like fucking, because so far from what I've seen, there's probably only one other adult who could take care of him, and she just kind of like pops in and out of the room just to expound like mysterious background.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know if she's gonna be like a rider at some point or what her deal is like, but she's just. I mean,
from what I hear, female writers tend to get a very bad rap in the show, or in general.
They don't get fleshed out the most. Like they're not the most realized characters ever. It's unfortunate.
Oh, wait, is that a guy?
What? Also, real quick.
Okay, no, because this is like, because I'm just like I had the episode playing in the background as we were fucking like talking about the show, and I think around 13:20 there's like a guy like out in the distance on the rooftop like doing laundry or something. I don't know if that's maybe it looks like a person.
13:20.
Okay, do you guys want to see what I'm seeing?
13:20.
Okay, look on my screen. Okay,
they're just hanging out on top of a rooftop.
No. Yeah, I know, but look, can you guys see my mouse?
What are we looking
Let's
at?
see.
Okay, what is William fucking being insane about? All right.
I just see this here.
Where?
I just see this right here. Do you see my mouse?
Oh, hold on.
Are you trying to stream it to us?
No, we do not.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I am streaming it right now. Maybe I have to share
what is
the
it? Let me see.
screen rather than.
I see my mouse. Does that count, William?
Look, man, I really just want to show you this. Let me just see if I can just share the screen, like the screen itself.
Enhance. Zoom in and
Zoom in. I think I might actually be able to. Hold on.
Oh. Hey, also real quick, hey, why is Espada's fucking Thunder theme, but his fucking ride book literally indicates nothing as Thunder theme? First of all, I don't like this.
Okay, look. So
why is he what?
Well, okay, hold on. William's still trying to fucking zoom in and enhance on some. Start trying to creep on some Japanese guy doing his laundry.
Screen 3. Okay, look. How about this? Do you see my mouse now?
Nope. I just see a blank screen. Well, William's just insane. William is slowly.
No, look, watch. Do you see it?
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you see my mouse?
No, I see a loading.
This?
Wait,
Okay, aren't you going to tell him? What about it?
No, I just see it. Look, I just want
It
to
looks
talk
like it's
about
a
the
bunch of telephone wires.
No,
But
do you
also,
see
people
what-
in Japan, I mean, do their laundry on the wherever the fuck they want. They let
Look,
it out
man.
to dry.
I just kind of find it funny that there's a guy out there who's probably doing his laundry or whatever the fuck he is doing over there, and he's just like he just happens to get filmed during like during this.
Oh,
fucking show.
like random people got caught up in the filming? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that happens all the
Yeah.
time.
Look, I can see him right there.
But anyway, so let's just get back to like what happens though, because here's
Yeah, okay,
like
fine. I just want
I'm
to
just
share
saying,
it because it's just
'cause-
really weird.
yeah, because Jesus, now I'm full screen. Okay, yeah, because like
Oh, here, let me stop.
Rentar
sharing.
goes off with like a bunch of sticks in a backpack
stream anymore.
to go
Okay,
figure out what
fine.
happened.
Yeah.
Or to
Hey, also, I don't get a
research
spot like I was saying earlier. I don't get why
And
his
this is
theme
why they don't
Aladdin,
know anything.
But he has some weird thunder theme going on. I feel like there's probably a story about thunder that they could have used instead of going with Aladdin.
I mean, we have fire, we have water.
I mean, but
lightning.
with a dragon, you can
Well-
easily associate that thing with water, though. I mean, with fire.
Well, what's interesting with Espada is that they gave like he proves that apparently you don't need the book with the Kamen Rider face on it to transform, because he just uses the arm.
Yeah.
Like turns out he didn't need to get Needle Hedgehog back. He's totally fine with Toma still having it. But like theoretically, that should be why it's all electric themed.
Oh, probably.
But apparently it doesn't matter what book you have, so long as it's the right color.
What if
Oh,
it's less
also,
to do
can
with
we
the
just
book
take
and
it-
more of the sword? It's the sword's the actual thing that transforms, and the books are just whatever piece that gets on him, right? Because we see they all have their own unique
I
swords,
guess.
right? Right? Because the spot has like this weird thunder
Yeah.
bit sword, and then a bunch of Japanese people are gonna die from being eaten by flying piranhas. Apparently.
Oh, yeah,
right. That's
well-
the thing.
Yeah, I don't think those people ever got saved. Like, he just
they
attacks
did,
an
didn't
entire
they?
cruise
But-
ship.
No, those people got saved. It's just it turned out there was like more fish out there. You know,
He just
that was
disappeared.
the whole thing.
Well, yeah, but they were like, please help us. Yeah, they were like, please help us. Oh God, we're gonna die. And like, and then when Toma's about to run over to them, Caliber shows up. And then it's like, well, so did you ever get to him after Caliber beat your ass? Or like...
No, yeah, because you had fucking Toma like fucking take on the three forms, and then he killed the guy while Caliber was fighting off what was his name? Kento or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm still trying to remember these names, but
you'll quickly figure out these characters' names. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. There's Big Daddy Caliber, and then there's Espada, and then there's Saber.
Are we just calling? Are we really? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna assume that we're just gonna call him the Big.
I mean,
Daddies
literally,
now.
he's a father.
This is
He's,
what-
I mean, he's literally his dad. So you know.
I mean, yeah, sure. Go ahead and call. He's a father. Yes, canonically he's a father. But
Yeah,
we're gonna
he's
be
the
calling
big
him daddies,
dad.
man. I'm
He's the-
just like, okay, all right,
But I feel
sure.
like these are everyone
He's
so
the-
far is a terrible
You do
father.
you.
That's the only thing I can infer so far. Everyone's just a goddamn bad parent in this show.
He's the big bad,
Literally
and
and
he's a
fig-
dad.
literally
so
and
he's
figuratively.
clearly Big Daddy. I'm just putting it out there.
All right. Okay. So now they're the big daddies. All right then. Oh, okay. You know what? Sure, I'll accept it.
Also, let's take a second to before we let anything else go on about this like first fight. What the fuck is the effect?
Oh, you talking about the filter?
It just
that
gets,
they
like-
put up over the.
It just turns into like put on your 3D glasses for this entire fight.
Yeah, it's really weird because I think they're doing that now just to say, oh yeah, they're in another world. There's rainbow bubbles. That's also probably causing the effect or whatever.
But I don't think they are
it's
this
really
time.
odd.
I think this is happening in the real world.
I don't know, but they're transported into no, because the thing is they're transporting part of the real world into a fantastical world, so that they can make a wonder book or whatever they call them. That was the thing, right? Or am I getting that wrong?
Maybe? I don't remember now that you bring that up.
Because I'm pretty sure that was the case. Because that's why it's like the only certain people like when they like in the previous episodes, like you had like you had like they took people to separate people into a different world. Right, like with Buster's kid and everything. That was the whole thing, and they brought him into an actual different world, and that's why they were confused. That when they killed the monster, they're like, "Why is the world still up? Why didn't the people go back?" He's like, "Oh no, it turns out the monster can revive. You know, that's why it didn't go away the first time."
Hey, can you guys hear me? Because my internet went out for a sec.
Oh no, you've been going in and out, Tariq. We still hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, I heard most of what you said about the effect. I mean, yeah, maybe it is supposed to be the world, but it's just like, I thought the whole reason they were looking up the bubbles was like part of, the reason why that was happening.
Oh, like what you? I mean,
if there's no bubbles, then they're not in the book world.
I mean, I think it's just like. I think that's the case, maybe, but it's like whenever whenever there are bubbles, it kind of indicates like some weird fantasy shit is going on, and then it's there's a fantastical world. I mean, it's not exactly. I don't think it's exactly specified. I mean, then again, they don't really specify why the rainbow bubbles are there in the first place.
Well, that's the whole reason why Rentaro ran off with a stupid ass backpack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he doesn't do anything in this episode, really.
He runs around with his little backpack.
What do you mean? He's got to do his little Demon Slayer. By the way, has a spotted just what's his name from Demon Slayer? By the way.
Oh, the Sleepy Boy.
Yeah, is he just the Sleepy Boy? That's what his finisher was, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, he does that. He does that Thunder Flash, Thunder Step. I don't know what that thing is.
Also, I went to check. You're right, William. They are in the book world, which I will then correct myself and say, what the fuck is the consistency with the bubbles then? If they're not in the book world, like if they're in the book world, why are there no bubbles? And if there's no bubbles, like why do they show up anyway?
Do you think they just forgot to add the bubbles? Do you think they couldn't afford bubbles that week? Like, we forgot the bubbles.
They couldn't afford bubbles, and instead they went for let's put a 3D film on everything.
Yeah. Look,
like it literally,
you gotta be considerate with your budget, right? Yeah, you gotta pick what you want to spend on, all right? Do we spend the money on the 3D effects this week, or do we spend it on the bubbles, all right?
Oh yeah, it's like do we spend all on a 3D CGI scene?
I mean, to be fair, this is the most that they've like moved around in not just like 3 locations. So maybe they spent their budget on paying off officials to look the other way. on them breaking COVID guidelines.
Jesus. Oh yeah, so I do have a question on this. So I have been wondering, and it's been happening throughout most of these episodes, but like, what's with the audio mixing in this?
Well, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Because it's often like there's like when there's a battle scene that's going on, there's like music, right? It's like everything's amped up, everything's ready, we're all ready to go, and then they transform, and you maybe have 2 guys transform, and then you have both of their lines that usually goes with the transformation happening at the same time.
William, you're learning about the power of talking drivers.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So I'm trying to think of what was the first one? Was it Decade? No, Deno. What was the first one that announced? So, drivers didn't the belts didn't always talk when they transformed, but ever since they did, and ever since there were multiple riders, like the belt always says the line when they transform, no matter what.
Oh my god!
So if 2 people transform at the same time, that shit's just gonna be talking over each other.
Oh god.
Yeah. So imagine if there's like, I don't know, you're in a show and it's this big final moment and like it's really cool and all 4 riders have gotten together to fight against the evil rider, literally named Evil, and and 2 out of there are 3 different kinds of belts. Each one of them has a different kind of transformation sequence, and they all activate at the same time. It might sound like a hot, steaming, jarbled mess of a bunch of people screaming at each other saying their transformation lines.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes, and it's just like you have the music going on, and you also have music that happens with the transformations happening.
Yep.
And then the lines like they say the whole line. It's not. It doesn't even get reduced to like a 2-second blurb. It's like the whole 10 seconds.
It got pretty worse in Zio too. When Zio got his final form, that was the worst one.
Oh yeah. Because so Austin told you about the anniversary series, right? Where it's like they go over all the riders up until that point.
We touched on that.
Okay,
yeah.
So in Zio, his final transformation, all of his other transformations are turning into forms of the previous riders. His final transformation, his final form, as one could theoretically assume, is all of the one that uses the power of all of the previous riders. So you might think that they'd have a clearer way to do it, but no, it's just the belt screaming all of their names one by one.
Back to back. So so Zio was the 20th rider, William, right? So that means 19 previous main Kamen. So when he transferred into his final, the belt just goes through all 19 riders.
Oh,
and
God.
You just sit there and wait for it to be over.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna.
Wait, is it really just like you have to sit and wait for all of that to happen?
Oh yeah.
Just...
His opponent does too. If he's just.
I'm gonna find a clip to see if I can. Okay, this
the
is just
enemy is just waiting for the fight to happen.
You might as well...
And he's just listening through all of that. Wow.
It's
a surprise that he doesn't. It's a surprise that he doesn't say roll call before fucking doing henshin.
Oh, okay.
Oh
well, this
God.
one is a sub in Vietnamese, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It means nothing to you, William.
Yeah.
But this is really bad. You can watch this later. You can watch this later to see how bad it gets as he transfers to his final form, and you just sit there.
I will say that the suit looks very intricate from what I'm seeing on the thumbnail, though. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's not his final form. That's someone else. That's someone else.
Technically, it is. Technically,
you're right, but technically, also not.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
don't worry. Zio guy was a hodgepodge of a mess. All right.
Look, time travel is messy stuff.
Yeah,
okay?
and they already did that already. The other time they did it was perfectly fine.
No, they've done time travel multiple times because again, Den-O.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, back to the episode.
Yeah. Fucking Ogami does not know how a soda can works. Apparently.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to not prank himself.
He just plays himself. Yeah.
Yeah, he literally plays himself and hits him like. But again, he goes like sneak attacks are the methods of cowards. Yet again, blaming other people for your failures.
Oh my God.
Like he's trying to be like this like kooky uncle for Kento, and it's just like you shouldn't have had a kid, man. Just stick to being an uncle. Some people just are uncles and they're not fucking dads. Like,
hey, I mean, it's whatever. Oh God, I don't know, man.
But yeah,
but I will say that I do like the
budding
portrayal that they're
relationship,
showing here. The budding relationship. That's all.
I mean, it's nice. I mean, he's there to it personalizes both of them, right? It shows some more character to both of them. Of like they have this friendly relationship, and like Ogami's humble enough to like go out of his way to try and make Kento feel better, and Kento can actually like enjoy stuff. He's not just some moody bitch, you know.
Yeah, so he doesn't go down the Sasuke route.
Yeah, he's not just he's not just daddy issues .exe. Like that's not.
Also, real quick, I forgot to mention. There's a really weird scene transition in this stuff. Like they started off with Toma going to meet Kento on the roof, right? And then it cuts to them at night.
Oh yeah.
In the book, I was like, wait, well, what the fuck did he go up to the roof for then? There is clearly established that Toma and Kento were about to speak, but then all of a sudden.
Oh yeah. Wait. But also, again, they just agree we're still not going to tell Toma. We just got attacked by this dude. We still don't feel like telling Toma. What would be the harm of telling him at this point? He's literally being attacked by this guy. What is the harm of, like, telling him the truth?
I mean, who knows? I mean, like,
it's not like they're hiding from Kento that Caliber is his dad. That might make sense. But unless he's gonna say, like, Caliber is Toma's uncle or dad, then, like...
I don't see where that would... I mean, like, I wouldn't see the... I mean, like, if that was... First of all, that'd be a dumb reveal.
Yeah,
but
it would be.
Second of all, it's just like, yeah, there would be no real harm unless... I mean, they do specify that Caliber is, like, caused probably the whole... His whole memory being all, like, weird.
Right.
You know?
But what would be the fault in letting him know that there's a way to get his memory back?
I mean, for all we know, maybe he's the cause that maybe the reason why Toma doesn't have parents.
Like, technically, Toma doesn't know completely that he's actually lost his memories.
Right, yeah, he's only, for some reason, he's very selective in the fact that he just doesn't,
well,
like,
he thinks
remember,
that it's,
like,
like, dreams or whatever, but it's like, no, that happened.
Yeah,
like,
and it's I don't know, it's really weird how they treat him with this. I don't know if there's some specific thing that's, like, some big reveal that's gonna happen later on. I don't know. It's very odd. Yeah. But I will say, like, because I know, like, you find the transition weird, Austin, when they're like going on the rooftop and they're like, oh, we're gonna have a talk, and then we go, but instead we're gonna go back down into the bookshop and have this talk.
Yeah, let's go all the way back to the bookstore to talk.
Also, yeah, there's definitely a transition of day, right? They're definitely talking at night, right? Or they just didn't bother.
They're not talking at night at all, dude.
To turn on the lights. They're just like, they just walked out there and didn't even bother to turn on the lights.
Yeah, it's going to, like, evening, like, dusk hours, and then it just turns into, like, they don't have the lights on in the bookstore.
Didn't bother to pay for the lighting for that day, so that's why.
You heard me at the beginning.
To be honest, like, maybe it's because the editors, like, couldn't get the money, and so, you know, he had to turn off the bills for a day.
They couldn't get money to turn on the lights.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm looking at it now. You can see that there's light coming in the window.
Yeah.
No, they just turned off the lights.
Yeah, because...
They just turned off the lights and closed the blind.
But I was gonna say, you heard May at the beginning, she was like, oh my god, is that the new manuscript? And he was like, no, I was writing notes about all this shit going on. Toma is going to lose his job, like...
Yeah, because he's just, like, fixated on everything else, and it's just like, I was like, oh, I had to rescue the people.
The final enemy is not the bench, it's the IRS.
The IRS is gonna stop Toma from rescuing the world at the most crucial moment. Yeah. It was like, no, I have to save the world. It's like, you have to pay your taxes first, bitch.
Also, can we just talk about how Ma's just a terrible fucking manager for Toma? She literally just leaves and doesn't even bother with Retro. He's like, oh, I should be pestering.
She was like, I should be trying to get him to work, but ooh, pretty rainbow bubbles.
You know what? Even now that you point that out, it's not even Toma's fault now. It's more
yeah.
Mace.
Oh yeah,
she 100% went and dipped.
You can literally give her show her some balls, throw the ball into the street, and she'll probably chase after it.
Oh yeah. God! So it's like, oh, we float down here, then she just
yeah.
But I will but back to what I was saying. I was gonna say, because I think I know, like, despite the real transition into the fucking bookshop, this is probably one of the better scenes I've seen on the show so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think because it's like, I don't know. It's really weird how they changed the mood, and it's just like, oh, you know, we're friends. You know, I promise to be there for you no matter what, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
and it's like they have the music even takes a turn.
I mean,
it's just like the music actually helps to uplift
Wait, hold on. Do you think they filmed this scene first, and then they realized they didn't have a transition to the scene? Like, oh, we filmed this real discussion scene. How the fuck do we insert this to the episode?
To be fair, Austin, like, we haven't yet had the infamous Kamen Rider moment of you're fighting in a park 1 minute, and then you're fighting in an abandoned factory the next.
Oh, but those are fight scenes. No one cares about those. Oh, those are just there.
Is this a thing?
Yeah. I mean, we seen it in Sentai too, William. Where we did just cut from one scene.
Yeah, that's true.
They all go to the same abandoned warehouse.
I mean, they own that
after
space.
Fighting.
They might as well make the use out of it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so does that mean they'll go down the same goddamn street that we saw in like Kira Major?
Yeah, probably. There's look. Well, as we clearly stated, there's not a lot of place to film right now in Japan. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
They own a few actual space to film, but at some point you'd be like, I mean, people gotta figure out we're just filming at the same space every week.
Yeah, but like. I don't know, like, is this like, do we normally get like moody scenes like this? I don't know.
When we get real character moments,
Yeah, okay, because it's like we don't get a lot of those in fucking Kira Major, so I'm like, we actually get a lot more plot in Kamen Rider than we do in that, don't we?
Look, hey, wait, I'll let you know. Last season we had the main writer die, and then his robot girlfriend cried about it. All right.
Wait.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
And then his robot girlfriend died, and then he cried about it.
Oh yeah, that too.
Wait, what? So he went back alive?
Yeah,
or
he
something,
came back.
And then
he came back, and then his robot.
Yeah, he just got he didn't die. He got hurt real bad, and anime tears brought him back. But then she 100% got blown the fuck up.
Shit.
And yeah. I mean,
I think maybe I should watch this show now.
Yeah, shit gets real with Kamen Rider. You know, like in Kamen Rider Gaim, when he finds out that the first monster he killed was his best friend.
Jesus! Oh my god!
Yeah, Gaim is, imagine if everything that you use to transform, if a regular person finds it, they're gonna try to eat it, and it's gonna turn them into a monster. And everything you've been attacking that's a monster is actually a person.
And then you find, and then Genro Robochi comes like, oh, I tricked you. You've been fooled.
Wait, wasn't the episode 8 turn I was supposed to watch? I hadn't seen it yet.
You'll live. That's not the biggest turn.
No, there's more turns.
Okay, good.
I keep telling you, Genro Robochi.
As long as you don't tell me the biggest turn.
Came in with that scene and said, fuck. He literally came in, knocked everyone's script out, and said, no, we're gonna rewrite this shit.
The lesson from Gaim is don't eat fruit.
don't eat your fruits, kids.
Yeah.
You might be eating a person.
Yeah.
Or you might become a monster, I guess is the way this is going to go. Jesus, though.
Yeah.
Also, why does Toma have so many costume changes? Because I swear he was like wearing that suit, right?
I'm telling you, he's using all his
then he switches
money.
into an emo suit. He switches into basically a boy band boy band member at a funeral.
I tell you, he's using all that book money.
Weird.
He has that book money to fucking buy suits instead of paying for
but
lights.
also he has to turn off the lights every now and then.
No. He doesn't have money for the lights.
He just spends all his money on suits. He just doesn't bother paying the electric bills. He's like, you know what? I should be paying these bills, but I'm gonna buy this new swanky suit instead.
These new street fashion. He's into that street culture.
Wait, okay, but so before we get to Toma's where they switch and we go back to the next fight. Let's go back to the Rentaro May thing, because May is just scrolling through Instagram. Rentaro's trying to do shit, and they're trying to find bubbles, which weird thing to have to do. Apparently the bubbles aren't linked to the book world. They just show up whenever the fuck they want. But Disaster comes back and just trolls the shit out of them. And just is he's just like, yeah, that seems like it might work, yeah. And then oh fuck, oh god!
It's really fucking weird subplot during this whole thing.
I mean, that's like common trope, but it's really out of place for Disaster's character. For what we see so far, he just wants to stab people. Right? Him just doing this is really fucking weird.
Fun, he's having fun fighting and shit, and then he just comes in and say, "Hey, I'm gonna have this weird comedy moment," and while you guys are looking up Instagram pics.
Yeah, it would make something set for a monster a week to do.
Coming off as this character that well, it seems like Disaster's Caliber brought out Disaster as this rogue, this rogue factor.
Just fuck around.
Yeah, even though he has, and later on with that whole interaction, we see that yes, I guess the High School Musical 3, the trio that he has that summon the Megiddo, they are actually Megiddo too, that like higher class Megiddo that can transform. So that was cool. But it seems like they're not on good terms with Disaster, or at least Zuos isn't on good terms with Disaster. So like, it seems like Disaster's just like, woo, can't catch me, can't tell me what to do, and just runs around and doesn't like listen to them.
Yeah, I just really want to figure what the deals with these guys are, because they just keep hinting at it, and then you have a guy turn into like one of them. I guess a monster.
Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus can transform from human form to Megiddo form.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, that's a common thing we see so far. Like, this is not a new concept of a human transferring to a monster.
Yeah, monsters being human is not.
New to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the most empathetic characters or sympathetic characters are the monsters that can transform from human and back, and then it's like, "Oi, but you're a monster. We gotta kill you." Like,
so
didn't want to have to kill you.
Are we gonna get like sympathetic turn again with these
I don't know.
guys?
It doesn't look like it so far. These guys look like they just fuck around.
Yeah,
we
still
haven't established these characters' motives yet. They're just there, right? Because like others say, like, I'll go back to Kamen Rider O's. We established the Kamen Rider O's villain cast because they could do these. I think going from human to monster. We established their character by like episode, literally by their introduction about what type of characters they are, right? But with these guys,
what their objective is.
Yeah, but these guys, they're just like, hey, yo, we're here in this fucking bookshop. What do we do?
They're like, we want to make more books, I guess. If we make Megiddo the book rights, I guess. Maybe?
Pretty much.
Yeah. But then we get...
Mm-hmm.
But no, because then we get like.
Okay.
But I was just gonna say, back to the thing about. Going back to the thing about Saber's new form.
Yeah, he has a bird.
Tariq
is dying. Tariq is dying.
Yeah.
Tariq is dying.
Am I here? Am I here?
You're still here. You're still just in this plane.
You keep cutting out, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on because on my end it's cutting you guys out too, so I don't know what's up.
Oh, that's weird. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't think switching the server would do anything, do you, Austin?
Nah, it's too late. We're already started.
It's whatever. Continue.
Just continue. So he gets a new form.
Persevere on.
Bird. He gets bird.
Yeah. Bird mixes with dragon. So now it's
both fly. It works.
Now it's a gamble on what's gonna be the third. Also, it's.
Bat.
Hold on.
It's gonna be a fairy
no. It's gonna be a fairy tale, right? Because when we established the book all the way on the far, is it the far left? What side is that? Is that his left hand side?
It was. Well, the eagle took the dragon is the right hand. The eagle is the center.
Okay, so the left. We know that we established that the left hand books so far are all fairy tales because we have Aladdin, Jack and the Beanstalk, Peter Pan, and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's all.
And then So the other ones are legendary creatures.
Yeah, well, and then the one on the right, I don't know. I think the one on the right is or middle. I think the middle is just regular animals or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Because there's Needle, Hedgehog, Bird, and I don't know. I think it's the right.
We don't know any other ones.
I think right is. We haven't established what's the concept of right yet. So far, we only know Dragon because I don't think anyone else has had a right book yet. Except Saber with Dragon.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no. The right side is what I'm saying is the right side is like a legendary creature.
Oh, okay.
So Rentaro has his lion.
Mm-hmm. No, but he puts it in the middle. Doesn't he put that in the middle?
Oh, does he put it in the middle?
I think he puts it in the middle.
Yeah, he does put it in the middle.
Yeah, so middle is animal.
I don't know.
Middle is animal. Left is fantasy book. And I guess
because it would make sense because a dragon is like is not exactly a real creature, and then you have the eagle and you have the lion. Those are both animals, so that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Espada's gonna be a fucking unicorn or something. I don't know.
No, his is the hedgehog, isn't it?
No, that would be his regular one. If it's in the middle.
Oh, this is so fucking weird.
Oh. Huh.
This is weird.
I mean, yeah, it's all new to me. So,
yeah. So
you guys tell me.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess.
So we established the book.
We're breaking it down. We're gonna get to the bottom.
Yeah,
of it.
we'll figure this out. Just like we'll get to the bottom of these fucking bubbles. All right.
Yeah. Oh god, we're never gonna. Get to
we're
that
gonna figure out what the bubbles are, 20. Right, William? After.
Now we're gonna get to episode 20.
No, after we talk about it this much, it's going to be like they're going to answer it next episode, and then we're going to be like, well, what the fuck is the else to find out? Because that's the other thing about certain Kamen Rider shows is whatever you think the main conflict is usually gets resolved by episode 18, and then you're like, well, we've got 20 to 30 some odd episodes left.
We still have a season left to fill out.
Where are you going with this? And it's like, oh, so that was the real plot. I see.
Oh, does that really happen a lot?
Pretty standard.
Oh,
this
okay.
is just
so
this is just the prelim plot.
This is the prelude before we get to the actual villain.
Yeah. This is Act 1.
Okay, so wait, so what you're saying is basically the main those three guys and then Caliber. Those aren't even the main guys.
Maybe. Well, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Maybe. Who knows? Because we still don't establish anything with the three guys. They're just fucking there dicking around. Also, real quick, as I'm going through this episode, Mai talks about her recording stopping. Why does it matter? That means you've already were recording to be beforehand. Why do you need? Don't you already have video? Why do you need to record more video? Yeah. Why does it matter if your recording stopped? Did the recording stop deleted all the previous recording? Right? Does she not know how a phone works? How is she a manager?
I mean, the thing is, even despite that, I'm starting to think I'm gonna get really annoyed with her character, with how she's just nonchalant and just gets into these dangerous situations, she just does not care.
She needs someone to look after her. Should we put one of those fucking should we put a tag on her if found called?
Yeah, no, put a child. Give her not a child leash, but a backpack with one of those ones like that, or what they do with really small kids, where they give them a balloon so you can find them in a crowd.
Should we give her a safety helmet to wear, like Japanese kindergarten kids, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing that Japanese kindergarten kids does.
I'm just waiting for Child Protection Services to take her away. You know.
Well, she's technically a full-grown adult. She might still be a woman in the Japanese, patriarchy, but she's still technically an adult.
Who just puts her life herself in danger for no reason.
Yeah. Actually, on terms of objectives, Discuss does give a point at the end where he's like, "We're gonna take over the Wonder World." That's their plan. Is they're trying to take that over at least.
I mean, well, yeah, we do have an establishment of something at the least. So
yeah,
but
and then
we'll figure it out.
And that's when when Zeus is like, "Hey, shut the fuck up! Don't tell him the plan." And then the rest of us are like, "No, let him keep talking. Let him keep talking."
Yeah. We don't. Yeah, you guys haven't even talked about your own plan yet.
Yeah, and then Zuo shows up in his demon furry outfit.
That's what we're calling it.
I mean, he looks like he has a dog face.
Demon
furry. Is he supposed to be the white tiger? God. Is that what he is? Because he has the whole white and blue aesthetic of the tiger.
Maybe.
Ooh, that could be something.
No, but he has these horns and stuff, though, right? So I wouldn't associate that with a tiger.
Probably.
Right? Maybe some demon, but not a tiger.
I mean, he might be an amalgamation of a bunch of random fucking animals, because we see ram horns, tiger, and all that stuff on him. Right? He just seems like...
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, we'll find out, I suppose. Just very confusing, especially his name. I don't get his name.
It's like zoology.
It's like zoology.
Zeus! I'm just glad that I was right when I said it's Zeus! It's just 3 O's. You hold the O, and then an us. Zeus.
It's very, very odd.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much this episode. But bunch of characters just doing a bunch of random different things. Right? Fucking Mai, Retro and Mai just fucking fucks off this episode to do their thing that does nothing.
Yeah, to go explore, to go dick around and try to find bubbles and find nothing. They literally accomplish nothing except for getting trolled by Disaster and attacked by Zeus.
Yeah, you see, my thing is like if they're gonna look for the bubbles, why not just go to where the threats are? Because that's where the
Man,
bubbles
good
go.
point, William. It's almost like this show continues to make completely irrational decisions that bring down the fundamental quality of it.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I don't know. They wanted to show off the Zeus and like.
I mean, I'm
fucking,
glad that they did because it finally confirms to me that they aren't just like some random fucks that can just that all they can do is summon things. They actually have kick-ass like general, you know, underling, you know, transformations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I was just like, I know that we wanted to get Zeus out here, but it's just like I felt like there could have been a better way to actually bring him in there. But I don't know. I guess it's fine. But it was just like this is weird Rentaro fucking May thing.
Well, I'm curious to see what next episode is because we get apparently the fuckboy upstart Kamen Rider with 2 swords. That's that they say is a ninja. So you know, fuck it. Anything's a sword.
Anybody can use swords. Ninjas, maids, robot butlers.
Yeah, and then Toma for some reason can't get his sword out. So you know, everybody has those problems. You just expect it later on in life. You know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just like right at the moment where they had to perform, they just can't.
Yeah, it just can't perform. It won't come out. You know. That shyness, it really can get people. You know, you'd think that a man of Ogami's age would be the one to succumb to it, but you know, Toma's starting to feel the pressure, and it just can't get it started.
It just goes to show that it can happen to anybody, no matter your age.
Yeah.
Oh God, what is this weird subtext?
Don't be a fool. Get your sword checked constantly.
Okay.
Look, no, if you need to, well, as they close, you just buy stuff to make your sword better. Buy new gimmicks.
Yeah.
Buy them gimmicks.
Wait, you think that's why he's buying all the suits to compensate? You think that's why? You think that's why with all the random wardrobe changes? It's like I need to compensate for my lack of performance.
If they keep looking at my different outfits, they'll never notice that there's nothing going on with my sword.
Jesus. No, the mechanic has already figured it out. He's only using it at what 55% of its power.
He said you're barely using half, and I assume that by using the second book, that it was mainly you need to be using these fucking books, kid. Like, why the fuck aren't you using your books?
He just needs knowledge to get it on. All right.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. No, we're stopping.
All right, is that it? Are you ending like that?
Yeah, we're ending it like that. Do you hear how we're going?
Before we forgot that, I forgot to introduce. Hey, but welcome to Spooky Tober, by the way, a month of spooks.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is Spooky. This is Spooky Tober. I forgot to introduce that. I forgot to introduce that at the beginning of this episode too. I knew I was forgetting something after we saw. Oh, that's right, it's Spooky Tober. I forgot about that.
I mean, I also need to at some point. I remember I put down in the chat that I need to tell. William, the story of Donut Gate.
From yeah.
One day we'll tell you about about Kamen Rider Wizard's gay caricature and how he wants to eat his powdered donut.
Oh, wait, what?
All right. Join us next week for another spooky...
Leave it there. That's a cliffhanger. That's a cliffhanger.
Kamen Rider Saber discussion.
There's a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a cliffhanger for next episode.
All right, coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Kate, thanks. Bye.
Yeah. No.
Bye.